Hello and welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another astrology chat with me. Today's topic will be the unions or union between people that you have the same interest with, whether those are the countries or people that you feel close with, that you feel your friends or people that you are working with, and you want to form any kind of union. So I'm sure that you all noticed the changes that are happening in USA, in European Union, within the European Union, where you have clashes between the cultures, between the monetary systems, between the way countries are seeing future progress, and most of them are actually conflicting. So this is something that been following us since Uranus and Saturn made a square. Saturn is in Aquarius and Uranus is in Taurus. Now that brings kind of let's say obstacles and the problems to be solved within the union, or even some associations that you belong to, or even within your friendships, if we are speaking about the personal level. Uranus, on the other side, is in the sign of Taurus, and he's changing our values. He's changing our monetary system. He's changing actually what we value, personally what we value. But when you are speaking about countries that are joined together for the same cause, for the same aim, for the same long-term goal, we are talking about the USA, about the European Union mostly. And if you follow what's happening in the last year, let's say, you can clearly and easily see that there are issues on the horizon, and those issues are going to be brought into the spotlight even further. So any kind of union is presented with the 11th house, and now we have a Saturn there. So there is a need to restructure that union. There are problems that the unions or any countries that are together in any kind of collaboration, they have to solve that. They have to look at that and see over the time, is this going to work? Now, Uranus is actually poking the things and say, okay, this doesn't work for me anymore. So how about the money? How about the culture? How about the values? So what is going to change? In my opinion, the square between Uranus and Saturn doesn't have to be necessarily bad. It is a pressure from the planet like Saturn that puts on the pressure and the responsibility on those countries to solve the financial problems, to solve the cultural problems, since 11th house is multicultural. We don't divide the friends according to culture, money, and whatever the differences. That's something that has to be definitely reworked, let's say. And Uranus is not going to stop. Uranus is going to demolish whatever we thought is security. Now, Uranus shaking up our values and the way we see actually our collaboration with others and the teams that we are joining doesn't have to bring let's say bad things. It can just push you to shake up the structure that you have and bring that to another level. And that level actually is supposed to be working much better. The problem with the square of Saturn and Uranus is that you have a Saturn as a very heavy planet, the planet that holds onto the old things. and it's not always willing, at least not from the first time, to accept anything new. Now, Saturn, who, if you know your natal chart, and if you have a Saturn in the first house, it might be that you very often say no, because Saturn says no. So if that happens, if that's your case, then you might want to wait before you give an answer to anything, because you want to use that energy of Saturn in a different way. So the same thing is here. There are changes that will be proposed or imposed, but Saturn will say no, and it might take time for things to change. In my opinion, the most important events that are going to trigger European Union, the USA as well, USA is also kind of union between different countries of the same interest, will be when Pluto enters the sign of Aquarius. Now, Pluto will enter the sign of Aquarius on 23rd of March. But he's just going to dip into the sign of Aquarius shortly, and then he goes retrograde. So we might actually, by beginning of 2023, see what is coming, have a feeling of what is coming. And then throughout the 2023, he'll be most of 2023, actually entire 2023, he's going back to Capricorn, where he's shaking up the governments and the systems and the authorities and let's say organizations that are on any way above us. So he's going back there to finish the job that he started. And once he's done with that, in February 2024, Pluto comes to Aquarius. Pluto is no joke. This is not good, and it doesn't serve the purpose. So let's demolish this, and then let's just like burn everything there, and let's build something new. So possibilities from 2024 will be that the Pluto will make a sharp selection between the countries that can and cannot collaborate anymore. And this is where any kind of union comes into the spotlight. In my opinion, Pluto in Aquarius will bring two different levels of people when we are talking about the financial aspect. So you might have very wealthy people and very poor people, the same with the countries. And this is why my logic behind this, my belief looking at the astrology aspects and astrology charts, is that USA is going to undergo major transformation that will impact the financial system, the way they function financially, European Union as well, and we might actually end up having another kind of union. I don't think that the countries will be on its own, but there could be some kind of different division between the countries, where you will have countries that are, let's say, wealthy countries might decide to join together, and countries that are not so developed will also be eager to form their own union for different reasons. First of all, to try and to bring themselves up in a financial way, and the second thing is they will not want to be manipulated anymore. So I hope that this will be for the better. We will be talking about this more. It's too early to talk about the Pluto in Aquarius, but just looking what's happening in the last few months and the entire year, I was inspired to make this video, and hope you find this useful. So let's wait and see what happens. I hope this is going to be for the better, because Pluto is a transformation. He brings, when you go for the operation, any kind of operation, you always look at the Pluto so you can see what kind of recovery you will have. So if Pluto is in Aquarius, then the recovery of that kind of transformation, whatever is going to happen, is going to be quick, because Uranus is a quick sign. So we might actually have something much better than we have now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon again. I'll be making some few videos more that are not so based on the world issues. Stay with me. Thank you, and bye-bye.